Negativity can be overwhelming. Feeling unworthy and not feeling seen is a real issue that many women face today. Sometimes we could all use just a little support and feeling like there's someone on our side. I'd like to welcome you to Celebrate Michigan, a show produced on the campus of Madonna University. I'm Chris Benson, and today we have Marie Kelly and Alyssa Jennings with Women in Milford. So glad to welcome you to the show today.
Thank you.
Thanks for traveling all the way from Milford to get here to Livonia. Tell us about Women in Milford. What is this organization?
Well, Women in Milford is basically just a group of female entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs that get together monthly to learn from each other. And also to like an open community to collaborate within like business to business and things like that. So just within Milford and its surrounding areas for now.
Awesome. How long have you both been involved with it, and how did you come to find it, this organization? Did you found it, or are you a joiner?
Did.
Oh!
Yes. So I lived in Chicago for about 10 years. I'm from Michigan originally. And my husband and I were looking for a place to move when we moved back because we wanted to be around family. And Milford was just this like really cute little corner of the world that was like somewhere between Stars Hollow and like the town from Back to the Future.
Absolutely.
And and so it was super cute. And we ended up getting a house there. And I love exploring and getting to know like my community. So I was walking around town a lot and I just discovered that like so many businesses, even on Main Street alone, are owned by females. And I thought, this is pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. Like, so I was kind of starting like a recipe blog, and I thought, I need to learn from like my community and maybe I can help them learn or whatever, like connect people. So put some feelers out there and got a good group of women and just started it. We just started having meetings and speakers, and then I met, then I should say, COVID hit.
Yeah.
So everything kind of dropped to the wayside, and then this year, at the beginning of the year, I was lucky enough to meet Alyssa.
Hello.
And and she partnered up with me as my creative director, and things really took off from there.
Yes. So what was your experience like joining this group, and what were your impressions?
Yes, well, I grew up in Milford my whole life, so I identify as a Milford native, so to speak.
Awesome.
I had just graduated from Michigan State University with my undergraduate degree, Human Development and Family Studies. And I have a gap year in between undergraduate school and graduate school. Mm-hmm. So I had this opportunity to spend about 12 months doing something that fueled passion in me. And I wanted to do something that kind of ignited passions outside of the medical field. I'll be attending PA school in January.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm very excited. Mm-hmm. So on top of the medical profession, I have passions for my local community and service. So I was kind of on the search for an opportunity that would help me engage with my community and benefit my local community in a way that I wasn't able to prior. And then that led me to a mutual friend who connected me with Marie. And she said, I'm looking for someone who can help me out with this group I started. Yeah. Told me a little bit about Women in Milford, and I immediately, my face lit up. I was so excited. I was like, I've never heard of this before. They had a similar group in Milford before, but never for female entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. So I knew I wanted to invest my energy in my time in this group, and I'm really happy that I did.
Wonderful. So how many women are in the group now?
What are we up to on?
Yeah, it's we're always growing every single day. Right now, I believe we're at about 287.
Oh, wow. This is not a small little kitsch group.
No.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's been growing.
Describe your membership. So when I think about the Women in Milford group, like what walks of life and what are you, tell me about these women.
Well, first of all, I mean, we always want more diversity, but for now, I mean, it is as diverse as it possibly could be.
Awesome.
But as far as like entrepreneurship, it ranges from brick and mortar owners to caterers to real estate agents to, you know,
Online Etsy shops.
Yeah, Etsy shops, and I mean,
everything.
And women of all ages?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and a lot of women actually bring their daughters too, which is really, really cool.
Oh, how neat.
Yeah.
And are these women who are advanced in their like entrepreneurial, you know, endeavors or just starting out?
There are women who want to start out. There are women who just started out this year. There are women who've owned their business for 40 years on Main Street. So, I mean, it's a huge, huge range of women, which is so cool because, I mean, at least for me, having Alyssa come in, being, you know, almost 20 years younger than I am, I am able to see the benefits of learning from someone so young, and hopefully she's able to see some benefits of experience. And that's what we're seeing, like, you know, amongst the women in the group.
Yeah, real intergenerational.
Yeah.
What do you feel like you've gotten out of that?
I mean, one thing that I love about our group specifically is, like Marie said, there's a variety of demographics. You know, we have women that come from all walks of life, women that are in all different types of businesses, and all different stages of life. And I feel like our group provides an opportunity for those women to connect with women that they wouldn't otherwise connect with, and perhaps collaborate with women whom they never would have met otherwise. It's remarkable. So even at one of our meetings, our social media meeting, for example, we had one of our members who, she's owned her business on Main Street, I want to say, for about 40 years. And so she's a bit older, right? And she's not in the social media scene. She really didn't have a lot of exposure with social media.
Yeah.
And we had another member who was in her, I want to say, mid-20s, hadn't started her business yet. And she was sitting right next to her, teaching her how to do all the different things on social media.
Incredible.
And making an appointment with her to actually collaborate and make content together.
And this is the excitement we love to hear. And I have to get to a commercial, but stay tuned. We'll hear more about women in Milford when we come back.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans.
These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids.
Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. So is the solution.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
I present to you Algebra 2, Foreign Languages, and finally, Biology. Who among you will step up to their challenge?
Me.
Me too.
Take on the tough classes now. You need them to prepare for college.
Sounds like you could use some Van Gogurt. It's fortified with arts-rich nutrients to improve your math and reading skills. Catch!
Van Gogurt, thanks. So what's the deal with your ear?
Always with the ear, huh?
Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit AmericansForTheArts.org.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you.
getting that college education. What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else? Or will you dare do something different? Like be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills. The smarts? Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget. That'd be cool. Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself? What are you gonna make of me?
Hello, we're here on the set of Celebrate Michigan. I'm Chris Benson, and I'm here with Marie Kelly and Alyssa Jennings of Women in Milford. You heard them talk a bit about the organization in the last segment. Tell us what a meeting is like for Women in Milford.
Well, usually our meetings follow an agenda that Alyssa and I come up with. There's an introduction, and then, it's a basic agenda. But the biggest and I think most important part is the Q&A at the end of the meetings. So not only do people get to ask the speaker specific questions about their topic, but then afterwards, they get to collaborate with each other and ask each other questions.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. What do you think women gain from the meetings?
I would say women gain a variety of things, but the most important things, a sense of community, sense of support with one another, an opportunity to network with a variety of demographics and business owners, not just ones within their niche, and also knowledge from the topics that we're actually having the meeting about. So the way that we run the meetings, each meeting has a different topic. That topic is voted on by our members via Instagram stories.
Oh, neat.
So they do play a role in picking what topics we choose to speak about, and then we will pick a speaker who we feel has demonstrated whatever topic we have selected, and then we will have them speak about that topic. So they'll learn, say, for example, again, social media.
Sure.
We picked a local business owner who grew her social media from literally 0 to well over 15,000 in a matter of a year, and now she's up to what, 60 to 70?
Yeah.
Oh, how wonderful.
So she's remarkable, so nice, and she came and spoke to our other members who are just getting used to, some just getting used to using social media, and others that have for a while, and gave them her tips on growth.
And that probably makes a big difference when it's not like I'm seeing someone on TV doing it. It's like a real live person in front of me who has done it, that is saying this is how you do it. And I know you brought some pictures to share with us. So we're going to take a look at those now, because that'll give us a little bit of an idea about Women in Milford. So what are we looking at here? Oh, look at that happy group.
Oh, yes. So this is at our charity gala event. You will see a few of our members here and some friends from Detroit as well, all surrounding areas. So some of these people are from Milford, some from Detroit, some from Novi, a whole group. And fun fact, these people did not know each other before they came to the gala. So this is a whole networking opportunity right here. Yes, and so this is how our gala was set up. We had tables. Oh, we're in a different one right now. This is a classic meeting. So this is what a meeting will look like. We typically will have, a fraction of our members come, and then we'll have our speaker up at the front. I'll be taking notes, and they'll be learning and kind of engaging with that speaker over the course of about an hour.
Awesome.
Yeah. And of course, the delicious treats
amazing.
table. I had to include a photo about the delicious dessert table.
Wow.
All donated by local businesses, many of which are members.
Yeah, everything in that shot, I believe, is made by a member of Women in Milford.
Yes. Small businesses.
Neat way to promote.
Absolutely. Yep. And then these are some of our members as well. They are from A Fine Line Aesthetics in Milford, a new med spa that just opened up. And they're remarkable. They've been a great help to us this year. So it's been wonderful having them at our event. And
so nice
looking stunning, of course.
Yes.
And here you will see me and my wonderful boyfriend, Anthony. We're running in the check-in table right here.
Oh, nice.
So, we would mark their names off and then hand them a pamphlet with their bid numbers and send them on their way in to be greeted.
Hospitality, I love that.
Absolutely. Such a great time to get to know them. And then here is just an overlay of what the room looked like during one of our speakers' speeches. So everybody kind of sitting down with one another. That you can see that middle table there is our silent auction table. So all of the silent auction contributions were donated by local businesses as well.
And that is, again, at our annual charity gala.
Yes.
And what kind of charities do you support?
This particular gala was in support of the La Casa Center in Howell, a shelter that is dedicated to servicing victims of domestic and sexual abuse.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So very worthy causes
Very
as
much.
well
Very,
that
very
you're raising
worthy.
awareness about.
Yeah.
And I love your logo.
Thank you.
Tell me about the logo. Like, how did you choose that? Who designed it?
Alyssa and I I kind of drew like a squiggly, whatever. And then Alyssa and I really collaborated on it together. I mean, I still have the crayons that we used.
Yeah. We had a whole storyboard, picture the giant poster board ready, and we were playing with different ideas of what we wanted this relaunch to look like for our Instagram, and that kind of led us to looking at different logos for different groups, and we decided on a classic black and white. And then you'll notice the 3 women on the top of the logo as well. We wanted something that kind of symbolized that connectedness, the collaborative thing that we're going for with Women in Milford. So.
And I really wanted something that could represent at least, only 3 images, but try and represent all walks of life.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. And again, it sounds like it's a real collaborative effort. What I'm getting from this is that the meetings and the events sound like they're very open, and you're really hoping people will mix and mingle.
Yes.
And get connected, and that they're leaving with some networking opportunities as well. And I love the idea that there's a promotion of the local businesses as well as letting people know about the charitable aspects as well. All right, and how often do you have galas and events like that?
It's just this was our first year.
Okay.
But we're hoping to make it an annual charity gala.
Do you anticipate you would choose different charities every time, or are you hoping to kind of support?
Yeah, I would say so.
Awesome.
For sure.
Well, there's so many exciting things going on with the women in Milford. I can't believe it's time to get to another break already. Okay. Hopefully you guys can stay with me for just a little longer. Yeah. And when we come back, we're going to talk more to Alyssa and Marie about the exciting things that are happening in Women in Milford. I have to make sure that I talk about the merchandise. Their Instagram is so fun, and I know there's lots of cool things out there as well. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Slow down.
Hello, I'm Dr. Spruce. Did you know all those green shapes on maps are parks and forests? It's true. Visit discovertheforest.org and plan to visit a park or forest near you, instead of just wondering what it would have been like.
While the word forest might make you think of distant lands from far, far away, please note parks and forests are closer than you think, which means things like beautiful scenery, fresh air, and family time are also closer than you think.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes, and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Maria, so how's work?
It was 4th period biology. Our students just weren't getting how easily viruses spread. So Miss Bell and I had them role play a zombie virus outbreak. By the time they had all learned the lesson, all the living were dead. Hey, how's your job going?
That big sales meeting I planned? Next year, I might get to go.
Cool.
Welcome back to Celebrate Michigan. We're here today again with Marie Kelly and Alyssa Jennings, the women in Milford. And in the last segment, we talked a bit about, you know, the meetings and the organization. How can women join? Who can join, and what's the process? How do they get connected to you?
Anyone can join.
Okay.
Yep, we're on Instagram. We're just at Women in Milford. Anyone is welcome to join. Everyone is encouraged to join, especially if you're an entrepreneur, a local entrepreneur, or an aspiring entrepreneur, or even if you just want to get involved in your community. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Absolutely. Just like Marie said, anyone can join. We have members as far away as Toronto, so you definitely don't just have to live in Milford or within 5-10 miles of Milford.
Okay.
Yep, we definitely want a variety of demographics to continue to join our group so we can continue to encourage those mentorships and such that we touched on earlier. We also have an email.
Okay.
So womeninmilford@gmail.com, or our Instagram handle is also Women in Milford. Very easy there. So if you want to join Women in Milford, all you have to do is, if you have an Instagram, follow our Instagram account. If you don't, no worries. And then DM us on Instagram a good email address for you, and we'll add you to our email list. And if you do not have an Instagram, you can just email us at that email, and we will take care of it from there.
So what are the benefits? If you had to, like, you know, if I was looking and there was like a bulleted list of benefits of being involved with the organization, I guess I'll ask, what are the benefits, and then what are your expectations of your members? What do you ask of them?
Expectations, as far as expectations go, I would say basically what you learned in kindergarten. I mean, be kind, be respectful, and be open. Benefits, I would say, you know, just being a part of a community, having a safe space to ask questions or to learn or to give your knowledge. Like, it's a very safe, open space. And I would say also the other big thing that I have seen members do is partner with each other on certain things. For instance, giveaways on Instagram, like we do, like Alyssa and I have put together. You know, different collaborations between businesses just means growth in your business. So.
And when you think of people who are watching in the audience who are like, I don't know, you know, I don't know anybody. Am I just supposed to like show up? Like, what is it, you know, what would you say to someone who's watching and they're kind of on the fence and they're like, well, you know, I've been thinking about maybe starting my own business, but I don't really know what I'm doing.
Oh, you can just listen. Like, you don't have to participate if you don't want to, whatever makes you comfortable. You know, at the end of our meetings, and we do Zoom meetings, but we also do in-person meetings, so it kind of goes back and forth so that, you know, everyone feels comfortable. But we do encourage, you know, at the end of the meetings, I always say, like, get up and go meet somebody new, or Alyssa and I will walk around and introduce this person to this person and say, hey, you guys might not know each other, but, you know, you make straws and you make cookies. Like, maybe there's something there. Like, so, yeah.
What do you see for the future of this organization? Or what are your hopes?
I would say my hopes for the future of Women in Milford is that, of course, it continues to grow. We continue to be a good example of how a community can take different people from all different walks of life and have them work together. Collaboration over competition, so to speak. I would like to see, you know, our events, you know, kind of continue to flourish. And I would like to see our Instagram following to continue to go up as well. I work with the Instagram a lot, so that's kind of my area. But what do you see, Marie?
I would see, I don't want to put anything on it. I would say, like you said before, like just kind of open-ended and let's see where it goes. And I'm not going to put any limits on it. So
let it grow at its own rate.
Yeah.
You know,
just
and
a comfortable pace, I think is.
Yeah, it's more important for us to make meaningful connections with people and kind of have that one-on-one relationship and make sure that we foster that relationship than to like excel at an accelerated speed.
We're not here to be popular. We're here to like connect people and help people. Like that's really why we're doing it.
And personally, if you had to say what you've gotten out of this, like, you know, again, it sounds like a lot of what you're doing is trying to connect women and help them in their future. What have you personally gotten out of being affiliated with this organization?
Alyssa?
I have gotten so many things. I love Women in Milford. I was so excited to be a part of it earlier this year, and I still will always be a part of it. I'll always be looking at what they're doing and interested in working with them. I've had the opportunity in my position in Women in Milford to meet so many people. Almost all the small business owners in town, and that experience alone has just been remarkable. The connections that I've made, the things I've learned at the meetings, and the things I've learned at Marie's side have just been so impactful in my life. Yeah.
In just a few seconds, we just have a few seconds. What is this?
Honestly, it's
done for you?
selfish. I just feel good. I just feel good that we're doing something good.
Yeah. And tell us again where we can find you.
Women in Milford is our Instagram handle, and our email is womeninmilford@gmail.com.
And I saw your Instagram. I know there was an older form of it, and it's like the new and improved. So I made sure I found that. It has been a pleasure just hearing from both of you today. Thank you for all you're doing for women.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. And thank you for watching. Unfortunately, our time has come to an end, but we love celebrating the small towns in Michigan and all the good things that are happening there. And we can't wait to see you next time on Celebrate Michigan. Take care, and we'll see you soon.